You probably know me as someone who teaches investing and options trading, but what if I told you that financial independence for me also includes a life-pivoting brain tumor, 30 years in public education, a swim school on my porch, a Montessori pandemic pod school in my loft, raising deaf kids, building a home for accessibility and aging in place, and planning ahead for Social Security and Medicare. This channel has always been about building a strong financial foundation, but the stock market is only part of the picture. And today, I want to find out whether you're interested in the rest of the story. I'm thinking about expanding the content I share here, and I'd love your input. Would that make this channel more meaningful for you, or would it turn you off? These students are working with 3-part vocabulary cards, learning math the Montessori way, and using other hands-on materials at Solterra Way Cottage School, which I run from home. I built an endless pool on my 4-season porch last year, and word got out that I'm a pretty great swim teacher. So now I have Tiny Pool Swim School. I wrote a blog post to help my students' parents choose swim goggles, and hey, if I make a video and share it a little more widely, maybe I'll help someone else and make more than $5 with my Amazon affiliate links. I built my house more than 25 years ago with accessibility in mind. And after our 4 children grew up and moved out, my spouse and I didn't move. We downsized in place. We've since found a few creative ways to monetize our home, not just for now, but so we can plan to age in place later. And in 2019, this life-changing little surprise showed up on an MRI, causing me to retire from public education and take my North Carolina pension earlier than I had planned. My neighbors in our co-housing intentional community love any excuse for a theme party. So at the goodbye brunch for my brain tumor the day before my hospital admission, the kids played Pin the Meningioma on the brainstem. This bowl was a gift from my spouse right before my surgery, and it's the inspiration for a kintsugi tattoo that is still in the planning stages. My neurosurgeons were Dr. Alan Friedman at Duke and the late Dr. Takanori Fukushima. I knew I was in the best possible hands with these 2 highly experienced surgeons who had actually written the book together on the delicate surgical approach needed to arrive at my tumor without blinding me or leaving me with a feeding tube. Dr. Fukushima assured me that even though a petroclival meningioma was, in his words, the most difficult neurosurgery there is, he was certain he could get it with his very long chopsticks. Kintsugi is the Japanese art of repairing broken things with gold. It's a reminder that healing doesn't require hiding the cracks, and that sometimes the break is where the story really begins. And now, I'm thinking about Social Security. If you're a North Carolina public employee, I can walk you through the math on calculating your pension. It's one of the most common things people ask me. But honestly, I still haven't decided when to take my own Social Security benefits. After surgery and 28 days of radiation, my doctors tell me there's only a 10% chance that my tumor will start to grow again. So I'm leaning toward working a little longer and holding out for the bigger monthly check. I'll share what I learn as I go. So here's the thing. I'm thinking about combining my 2 YouTube channels. I'd keep all the investing and options content right here, but I'd add new playlists. You might find videos about my early retirement journey, my upcoming transition to Medicare, income streams like tutoring and swim lessons, and my greatest passion, supporting other parents to learn sign language with their deaf children. My deaf kids are grown now, but I keep circling back to that part of my life. In fact, my deaf adult daughter and I are working on a video right now that weaves together the story of the Lincoln Memorial, the evolution of American Sign Language, and deaf education in the United States. She'll tell it in ASL and I'll tell it in English. It's a pretty amazing project, and I'd love to be able to share things like that here too. I want to show what it really looks like to build financial independence when life doesn't go in a straight line. And I also want to show why it matters. Would you watch that kind of content, or would you rather I keep it on a completely separate channel? There's a quick poll on my community tab, and I'll pin a link to it in the first comment. I'd really love your input before I make the leap.